Hello, and welcome back to The Coco Show, hosted by myself, Colette Creighton, and my co-host, David Schwartz. This is a show where the banter at the top of the episode never ends, neurodivergent or not. We are here to make you feel less alone about your human experience. We have no expectations, and neither should you.
You are listening to one assholey episode of
The Coco Show. Today, we are choosing levity. I didn't feel like info dumping, and a heavy topic seemed like a really good way for me to start crying on camera, which I'm not about that life today.
It's been a week, Coco.
It's been a week. So we will be reading off some Am I the Assholes from our lovely, lovely friends on Reddit, and then we will deliberate. But anyway, y'all know what time it is. Ye fucking haws and hyperfixations of the week, baby. I will go first. My ye fucking ha is how cute is
Insane.
this room looking?
Unreal.
Be so fucking for real. Decorating in here, it's like giving girly pop, groovy, little fever dream. It's such a happy place. Look at these fucking heart-shaped pillows. I mean, I could cry.
Cute. I'm all about this floating Coco Show things.
Oh.
The depth that we're getting on
Come
the
on.
camera, unreal. And also shout out to my cute little poster.
How you feeling today?
Which one are you, Colette?
I'm gonna say sassy per usual.
Yeah, no, I'm feeling that one. I'm excited and elated, also eager.
You're kind of giving silly.
And a little silly. Honestly, I'm feeling almost everything up there.
I think
the last
that's
couple days,
kind of the beauty
sure.
of ADHD, right? Is we get to jump around that board all goddamn day because emotionally regulating is hard.
Yeah. Honestly, I need another one with more emotions so that I can.
I bet I can find you one.
I bet you can.
I bet I can.
All right, what do, cowboy? What do you got?
Well, this room.
Ye fucking ha.
Ye fucking ha. Just in general, I think there's a real dopamine hit that you can get from like decorating, but curating a space like the way we're currently doing is it's
Use the term we lightly there.
well, we as me and Austin. How's that?
Correct.
You still pay for things. Thanks, Daddy.
I guess I do.
Yeah, you're part of this. It's such a dopamine hit. It's like, does it speak to my inner child? Yes. My inner teen? Yes. Baby, that shit is special. Shout out again to the boys for this wonderful life. I wouldn't have this without y'all. I might be the engine, but let it be known, y'all are the gasoline.
Hey. I'll take that. That's gas.
That's gas.
I like it.
I love the little life in this little space that we've created together. And I'm just happy to be here. You fucking hot of the Coco Show.
Fucking hot of the Coco Show. What's your hyperfixation?
Your bachelor party.
Hey, that's a goodie.
Yeah.
That's so soon. It's unbelievable,
We got 30 days.
Good heavens.
I've been planning it. It has been an absolute blast. I cannot wait to go dick around San Diego with you and the
really
boys and a couple girly pops. And a couple girly pops.
If y'all think she's like she's a I imagine that this is going to be a well executed bachelor party. I knew that bringing you on to execute this was going to be a wise decision.
Well, here's the thing. Nobody was picking up the bait on spearheading either of the boys' parties. So I went, you know what? I'm just going to appoint myself or else nothing's ever going to get done.
Gladly, though. And you wrangled all the wranglings. And that's been very helpful.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, I got enough wrangling.
Yes.
To do.
Yes,
so.
I am happy to herd the cats for you, my friend, of course for our dear Austie. If you have never used the Batch app, this is not
wonderful.
a sponsored ad, but it should be, and we're willing and happy to work with you if you want to.
What's funny though is you use it once, and will you ever use it again? I guess for your friends' bachelor parties. Yeah. No, it's a cool tool.
Yeah, I'll definitely be using it for Austin's also.
That's true. Twofer.
A twofer. And Austin actually found this app. Of course he did.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
God bless Tech Daddy.
God bless.
God bless Tech Daddy.
Shout out to the disco cherries. I didn't even notice.
Aren't those fucking sick?
Those are really sick.
Ugh, I love the internet. Christian saw the room last week and he goes, what the fuck do you search when you're looking for this art?
It's a fair question.
And I'm like, that is honestly so fair. I
What
did
are
a lot
the-
of like girly, groovy dopamine art.
What was the keyword you used for, like, for example, for the girl with the stripes?
I think I just tried like girly, groovy art.
Oh, literally, those are the words you used.
Yes.
Got it. Girly groovy. Yeah, no, I see it.
Yeah, girly,
See her.
groovy, disco, dopamine, bachelorette party. Like,
This is giving bachelorette, that's for sure.
yeah, because my life is a bachelorette party, baby. Disco. We got fucking glitter. We got disco balls. We're all the time happy music, wearing big fuzzy jackets and celebrating.
It's true. This is true.
My life is kind of a bachelorette party,
A little bit.
unless I'm crying. Highs or lows. Highs or lows. One or the other, baby. But yeah, this isn't an ad, but it should be, and we are open to it. So Batch, if you see this,
I feel like we've plugged something
DM me.
on just about every episode now.
Yeah, so it's like it would be great if one of you wanted to pay us for it instead of me just giving and giving.
You know what?
For free.
Sometimes that's how it goes.
I know. Anyway, you have the floor.
Thank you. Well, I have a ye mother trucking ha
okay.
today. It's a very gay ye fucking ha. And it's the reason I am currently wearing this Kraken jersey. But I am stoked to announce officially on the Coco Show, never before heard, but maybe by the time we release this, somebody will have heard, is that I am going to be DJing the Seattle Kraken Pride Night. I just like my idol, DJ Lightning. He got to do the 20-minute pregame warm-up set and then a 6-minute performance during the intermission. So very excited about that, primarily because a nice 20-minute warm-up is like really nice. Like usually if you're gonna do like a routine set, you just have to like kind of jump into it dry, but you get like a full 20 minutes to kind of like just get some of the willies out. And then like I'm definitely gonna try and do a lot in my 6 minutes, because that's not a lot of time, which ironically for a DJ actually almost means more creative opportunities. Because if you have a long set, you program that much differently than you would program a short set. So I'm very excited. I haven't had an opportunity to make something like that in a while. I think it's really going to push me to be more creative and have some out of the box ideas
so
and really
excited.
just run wild with it. I'm really excited. I mean, it's just like, holy shit. I mean, that holy bucket list. That is just such a cool thing to be able to do, and I'm very, very honored and excited. And big thank you to DJ Side and DJ Phrase and all of the wonderful people at the Kraken, who I cannot wait to perform for, and for all of my hockey teammates who are hopefully gonna show up as
Let's
well.
go,
Some of
Purple
them go Purple Rain. They're like, can we make signs? I was like, please God, yes. Like, so I'm so excited. It's gonna be incredible.
June what?
March 28th.
Do they know that that's not Pride Month?
Correct, but it is Pride Night at the Seattle Kraken. They're just ahead of the curve, you don't gotta celebrate Pride just in June.
True.
You can celebrate it all year long.
Is that the game y'all drag me?
It's on a Thursday, I think. I need to get like.
You said
something
March?
gay to wear. March 28th. It's a Thursday, and I believe who are we playing? Ooh, that'll be good to know. Well, first of all, the Kraken are playing right this very second, but the Ducks, yeah, fuck the Ducks. But I'm super excited, and it's gonna be amazing. So, yeah.
Well,
that's hyper fixated on ideas for that at the moment. Just coming up, I'm thinking I can like sample some like classic hockey movies or something like that, and then just work those
That'd be
into
cute.
the mix. That'd be cool. I'm flirting with the idea, but definitely leaning towards using some of my more battle style DJ equipment, so it would be a different style of mixing than most people see from me. So It's very fun, and I'm excited to challenge myself. And I now have like all month to work on it now that it's locked in and confirmed. I was worried they weren't gonna like give me an up or down on it for a while. I was like, they were in talks, and I was like, I mean, it would suck to like prepare and work all that hard only to find out I wasn't going to be able to do it. So it's nice to like have it confirmed this far in advance so I can really put all the time.
Let's fucking go.
that I want to. So
I love when you have opportunities to be creative and really mix or rinse things your own special way. Did I do it?
I feel
right?
like you say rinse if it's like rinse to me is like a house term. So like
okay,
if you're,
fine. I'm learning.
I'm just educating
Okay.
you, and you didn't have to get all defensive. I just want you to be able to use the word correctly.
Yeah.
But I would say like if I'm rinsing a track, it's probably because I played it at the club. Like,
Got it.
you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think you should use it as an opportunity to make some cool gay shit flow
There,
into
yeah.
some hockey shit.
Yeah. It'll be gay and hockey, like
Ga-
homo
gawky.
and hockey.
Homo hockey.
Hockey homo.
Hockey homo. They're hashtag hockey homo.
Oh, I should just have like I keep like that'd be funny if on the back it just says hockey homo.
Hockey homo.
That's pretty cute.
I'm campaigning for that.
Hashtag hockey homo.
So would you say your hyperfixation is getting ready for the set?
Yeah, it certainly will be for the next couple months here. But the ECAAs, man.
I'm so
Those
excited.
are coming up soon, and those are going to be amaze balls. Oh, I do need to. There's lots to do for the ECAs still. So, yes.
excited.
It's going to be a crazy month. Insane couple of months. I'm sure this summer is just going to be off the wall. So,
I'm so excited for Pride.
yeah.
We always have so much fun in June.
Yeah. It's going to be amazing.
It's amazing, but y'all know the drill.
Oh, is it time for a dancey dance
It's
break?
time for a dancey dance break, Dave.
Oh, wow.
Because to move energy, you gotta move your body.
See you in a second.
All right, Dave, do you want to get started or shall I?
Why don't you, since I'm looking at DJ software and you're probably looking at the script
I am.
that you wrote
All right.
that I totally read.
He totally read the script,
Absolutely.
and he does
Never-
every week.
Never don't read it.
Every week reads the whole script.
Hey, every once in a while I throw my you fucking ha in there.
Sometimes, yeah.
Every
All
once
right.
in a while.
Well, this is Am I the Asshole for Telling My Extended Family How Many Men My Sister Has Slept With After She Outed Our Youngest Brother as a Virgin?
Yes to everyone.
You
They
ready?
are all the assholes.
You ready?
I'm
Okay.
Hit me
We
up.
had a family dinner this evening. My family has 4 kids in total. Me, my elder sister, 29, younger sister, 24, and youngest brother, 22. Extended family attended our family dinner too. So did all of our significant others. Our cousins, aunts, uncles were also there. During the dinner, my elder sister and youngest brother got into a mild disagreement. My sister seemed, at least to me, to be coming across as very aggressive out of frustration and losing the said argument. The two of them were too absorbed in their argument to realize the rest of us were getting a bit fed up. Eventually, my sister got really fed up and said, "Shut up. I'm not going to argue with a 22-year-old virgin."
Yeah.
My brother hadn't made any personal attacks up to this point. I was completely unprovoked. I think
it was completely unprovoked. Not
Oh.
I was completely unprovoked.
Thank you.
Yes.
I think it might have been the alcohol, but she was making an embarrassment out of herself. She replied by saying everyone knows he's a virgin, and she didn't say anything wrong. This annoyed me, as my brother definitely has confidence issues and doesn't need to be made fun of for this.
Yeah,
So
that's
I
not cool.
responded by saying how she slept with well over 100 men while she was in college, and that everyone in the family knows this, so it's not a big deal, right? Turns out her husband didn't know this, amazingly. I genuinely assumed he must have known. He left the party angrily, saying that his sister misled him about her past.
Wow.
The family is blaming me for their marital problems, and I refuse to accept that I did anything wrong. My sister bullied my brother in front of everyone, and all I did was give her a taste of her own medicine. Am I the asshole?
Absolutely not.
At Thunderbear998.
No.
You are not the asshole,
the
Thunder
asshole.
Bear.
First of all, virginity rocks. They have t-shirts about it now, right? So like, must be cool.
Sure, yeah.
No,
I mean,
I'm kidding, but
don't dog on your fucking little brother who clearly
was unprovoked.
Yeah.
And then they escalated.
Yeah.
And then they couldn't take another escalation, so don't escalate.
Clearly, you're a mean drunk. So yeah, your sister went, oh, you think you're gonna be mean? Let me flip it and dip it on you, you fucking whore.
That, and she's a liar.
Yeah.
That's not his fault.
How many men did you tell your husband you slept with? Or did you just never disclose the information? It's really no one's business.
An omission can be...
An omission can be a lie.
In a way.
Oy, Gewalt.
All right. Well, we're in agreement. Not the asshole.
Not the asshole.
AITA, do I read that? AITA?
Am I the asshole?
Ah, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Am I the asshole? If I stop paying my daughter's tuition over a disgusting comment she made that was directed at my new girlfriend. Huh. My wife died at the young age of 51 from a car accident. I, a 56-year-old male, was in deep mourning for about a year after her death. I met my new girlfriend, C. I guess we're calling it C is her name.
Her.
C is her
C
name.
is her name.
Thank you. Just the letter C. She was a 43-year-old female. We're going to go with Caroline. Around January. Caroline was the only one who made me laugh for the first time after my wife died. Sweet. She's smart as hell, is overall an amazing woman who I can imagine spending the rest of my life with. I skipped a sentence, but she has 3 Ivy League degrees, a dark sense of humor that I love, is a terrific cook. And yeah, he thinks she's the shit. She is also on the heavier side, a fact that becomes relevant later. I have 2 children, E, 25-year-old male, and A, 19-year-old female. They were well aware that I had gotten a new girlfriend before I introduced them to Caroline this summer. She got along immediately with E, but A was very standoffish. And A both came... That's weird. After that initial meeting, I asked A if there was something wrong, but she denied it. E and A both came home for Thanksgiving dinner. The dinner was going as well as it could have for the first 10 minutes, although I noticed A glaring at my girlfriend the entire time. When my girlfriend went to grab another helping of mashed potatoes, my daughter made a comment that crudely ridiculed my girlfriend's size. My girlfriend started sobbing immediately and ran off into the bathroom. I felt my face turn red and told A to get out. About half an hour after A left, I texted her stating that I would no longer pay her tuition unless A, she apologized to my girlfriend, and 2, my girlfriend accepted her apology. My daughter must have assumed that I was bluffing because she instead doubled down on her behavior during Thanksgiving dinner. I then logged into her university's tuition payment website, canceled next semester's tuition, and sent my daughter the screenshots. She called me crying and begging me to reconsider, but I told her my mind was made up. Not the asshole. Not at all.
Not the asshole.
Fuck that little girl.
You were being...
Go pay for your own college.
You were being an ungrateful little fucking twat. And you're like, okay, I understand that you're mad that your father has moved on. But, like, your mom died, bro. Like, your dad deserves happiness still. Yeah, and sure. He said it was the first person that made him laugh in a year, bro. Like, leave him alone.
Yeah.
That's fucked. You're fucked.
I'd be interested to see what A's side of the story is here. I wonder if there's a little bit more going on, but like why? I mean, she did make a comment about her weight, so like fuck her.
Okay,
like this sounds like a gross personal attack that had nothing to do with the way they were being treated or anything like that. It's just like
you're just like, well, you're fat, so.
And, you know, like as someone who had their parents pay for their college tuition, like if I had talked to my mom that way, I wouldn't have been surprised if she had pulled the plug on mine. Like, no way. Like, your parents don't owe you a college education. That's a very generous gift.
I did not
So,
get one, but I did get to pop off whenever I wanted because there was nothing.
but this will teach you a lesson.
It will.
Yeah. You want to be a dick? Go get a job and then pay for your college if you're going to treat your dad like that.
You are not the asshole. Serpa 3943.
I agree.
You are not the asshole.
We concur.
Am I the asshole for pointing out to my friends that they are not famous? My friends are dating, and they're also actors who have had very small roles on a few TV shows, like up to 2 lines.
Oh, God.
Neither of them has a following in real life or on social media. They've got like under 1,500 followers combined. Anyway, last week I posted a group picture on Instagram of people celebrating a friend's birthday. Everyone in the group, in the photo, has their arms around each other's shoulders. Very platonic. Anyway, yesterday in a group chat amongst 3 of us, they asked me to take down the photo because they don't want the public to know that they're dating. I would consider taking it down if they looked bad or sloppy, but they don't. Also, everyone has their arms around each other, not just them. Anyway, I asked what they meant, and they said they didn't want to end up in gossip rags. I pointed out that they are not famous and that they don't even have functioning IMDb pages. They were livid and called me a bunch of names. I think they're delusional, but they've been texting me demanding I remove it and even sent me screenshots of how they're reporting it. Nothing has happened. At this point, I don't even want to be their friend. However, probably because I'm an asshole, I don't want to delete it either, solely based on principle. You are not the asshole. Sorry, girl, 818.
So your take is not the asshole?
No.
I'm going to play devil's advocate here only because if someone asks you to take down a photo, I feel like you should probably do it, or at least untag them.
Yeah, untag them.
I mean, yeah, like, it's weird. This is weird. The friend sucks, and you might want to nix them. But, like
if there was a group photo of us at the club and we're all just like...
I just think the part about you're not famous is so funny.
Oh, you
don't even have a functioning IMDb page. Shut the fuck up.
I mean, I think that's a good friend.
It's like,
good friend is going to check you.
Yeah. Honestly, if you've got 500 Instagram followers and you think you're fucking God's gift to earth, and I'm not saying follower counts correlate to anyone's value at all.
No.
But I'm saying if you're already giving that energy, a good friend, truly, a good friend would take you down a notch.
Go, baby, honey, boo, boo. No one's looking at you.
Not the asshole. Sorry, girl, 818.
Sorry, girl, 818. You are not the asshole, baby. All right, your turn.
Am I the asshole for replacing myself with my twin brother at my in-laws' Christmas Eve party to see if anyone noticed? You're a genius, is what you are. And if I had a twin, we would be switching places all the time, just for the hell of it.
Just for fun.
Why not?
What are you gonna do?
I'm 31, and I have an identical twin brother. For a while, I've told my wife that none of her family members notice me or care about anything I do on Christmas Eve, but still insist on me attending. She told me that's not true, that they genuinely like me and enjoy talking to me. But I know that the only times they've included me, I had to basically insert myself into conversations, and I felt awkward and unnatural. So I had a wager with my wife to bring my twin brother instead of me and see if anyone noticed. I purposely did not prep him on anything. He went in completely clueless. He knew why we were doing it. He knew why we were doing it and was game. Got it. He knew why we were doing it and was game. As I suspected, Steve confirmed that he wasn't approached all night. Nobody could tell he wasn't me, and he admitted he even felt excluded and could only imagine how I felt. So for Christmas morning, I invited Steve to join. Normally, he's with my mom and dad every year. They know about him, obviously, but didn't know about the switcheroo. That was when I revealed that last night. I was Steve, and I expressed disappointment that nobody noticed and said this is why I stopped trying. Nobody talks to me. My wife drew the line here. She was hoping we would keep this between the two of us as a funny prank. But how can I expect her family to see what jerks they've been if I don't expose it?
Twin brother 88, you are not the asshole.
Not an asshole. Like, that's your wife and her family, like, clearly doesn't like you, I guess.
It's not even that they don't like him. It's that they don't feel obligated to, like, include him in any capacity. Like, that's fucked.
Yeah.
Good for you for sticking up for yourself.
When are we going to find one where they are the asshole? I would like to know.
I don't know.
Up next
is, am I the asshole for lying to my wife about the length of my work trip to avoid a vacation with the in-laws?
Probably not. But...
My wife, 31, and her family, my in-laws, have a 5-day-long family vacation in July. It was an Airbnb that everyone, my wife, her siblings, their spouses, and her parents stayed in. I, 34, happened to have a work trip the same week as the vacation, but it was only 2 days long, so technically I could have gone for the last few days of the vacation. Here's the thing about my wife's family, though. They're very rowdy. They yell to communicate, they get drunk together often, and have no respect for each other's privacy, and ask very invasive questions. There have been times where I've asked my wife if I can skip family reunions and birthday parties, but she gets very mad at me and says it would be super rude to avoid her family. So when I found out that my out-of-state work trip was the same week as the family vacation, I decided to fib to my wife a little bit. I told my wife my work trip was 4 days long and it wouldn't make sense for me to travel to the Airbnb for a 1-day stay. My wife agreed to this, so I went on the work trip and enjoyed a few days peace and quiet at our house while our wife enjoyed the vacation with her family. A few weeks went by and I was having some coworkers over for drinks. My wife came home early and started chatting with one of my coworkers. She told them about the wonderful vacation she'd had with her family a few weeks ago, and my coworkers asked me why I didn't join. I told them that the vacation was during our work trip. My coworkers said our work trip was only 2 days long. Why didn't I catch the end of my family's vacation? The look on my wife's face was murderous. After my coworkers left, my wife started yelling at me and said I was a major asshole. She called her parents and they sent me angry messages and couldn't believe I lied to my wife to avoid a vacation with them. Am I the asshole for lying to my wife about the length of my work trip, even though I knew I wouldn't be allowed to skip the family vacation?
I'm going to say yes.
Yes, you are the asshole.
You are the asshole.
Because here's the thing. Some of us are married to people that don't like their families because they're a lot and they're too loud and they are boisterous and they are rowdy and they do indulge in too many substances. And some of us are married into families where everyone's like really cool and calm and chill and don't fight. And then you get used to that. And then you too don't want to be around your family. So I understand why you would not want to be around a rowdy situation like that. But on the other hand, you as the wife of these rowdy, unhinged people, I would think that they would want their partner around for like for emotional labor.
Yeah, for sure.
And personally, if I found out that Dan lied to get out of a family vacation, the look on my face would also be murderous because it's like, how dare you expect me to deal with this on my own? Like if Dan bailed on my sister's wedding, I think I would divorce him.
Hear that, Dan?
I would leave.
So here's the thing, right? With most things, it's not the act itself that's the problem. It's the dishonesty. And it's the breaking of trust. When all of a sudden somebody lies to you about one thing, it
what
opens
the fuck else
up,
have you lied about?
Exactly. It's like, what else have you lied about? One. But two, I think like when you lie to someone, right? So it's and like I can't remember where this is from, but if somebody cheats on someone, yeah, the sex is bad, or but it's the betrayal, it's the lie that is associated with it. So this guy is an asshole, but he's also just an idiot because this is like something that in the modern day, I suppose, is like your location could be revealed pretty easily there. So the likelihood that you're gonna get away with this seems pretty low. You could have just gone to your trip and then like gone after and like missed a few days or whatever. And then, had a shorter trip.
Thing.
Yeah. So, this guy's the asshole for sure.
You're an asshole. @ deleted. I wonder why.
Yeah. Oh, my turn.
Mhm.
Excuse me.
You're gonna like this one.
Oh my, this is a long. Oh no, it's not too bad. Okay. Am I the asshole for throwing a piece of popcorn at someone who kept using their phone during a movie? Probably not. The title is pretty self-explanatory, but here are the details. We went to see Dune 2. Highly recommended. Last night in a VIP theater with comfy seats and table service, which I mention because to attend you must be 19 plus. Are they in Canada? They serve real drinks. Yep, definitely in Canada. Seated 2 rows ahead of us were 3 young men, 19 to 22, I'd guess. They didn't shut up during any of the previews. Okay, whatever. Unless it's like, actually, I take that back. Sorry. If it's the good previews.
Yeah, it's the good previews.
Shut up. That's as important as the movie. And spoke loudly to each other throughout the movie, which is annoying, but unfortunately hardly unique these days. I like how they wrote that. But what was incredibly annoying, starting at about 20 minutes into the movie, one of them got onto her phone. She was only 2 rows ahead and it was full brightness. Dumb. So it'd be an understatement to say that it was distracting. She'd text, scroll Insta, watch TikTok for a few minutes, then put it down. 10 minutes later, out came the phone again. After the 3rd time, I said quite loudly, "Put the phone away." She looked back, gave me a look like, "Shut the fuck up, old man," and put it down. And then, 10 minutes later, pulled it out again. Again, full brightness. So I got a piece of popcorn and threw it at her. Hit her on the head. As you can imagine, she turned around. "Are you fucking serious right now?" "Yeah, I'm serious. Can't you live without your phone for a couple of hours?" "Shh," said someone. "Shut up," said someone else. She put it away. And then maybe 20 minutes later, it came out again. I threw another piece of popcorn. This is clowning. Which barely missed but flew by her face. You could say she was assaulted.
Oof.
Come on, you're not gonna laugh to that? That's pure comedy. She put the phone away and it stayed away for the rest of the movie. Nobody stood, nobody clapped, nobody really cared. And that might have been the end of it, except after the movie, she quite bluntly said to her friend as we were walking out, looking at me, "That's the asshole."
That's the one that assaulted me.
Assaulted. In telling others, she really could have just buttered him up.
Your mistake.
In telling others about this morning, I've come to understand that movie etiquette has changed from when I was 20. Back then, of course there weren't phones, but it was unheard of to engage in behavior that would be distracting to others. And when phones appeared 30 years ago, really 30 years ago? Jeez. You'd never get on it during the movie, and if you had to, you'd walk out and deal with it. But these days, this is par for the course. I would just like to say it's not like I've never checked my phone during a movie.
Yeah, but your phone's not a max brightness.
No,
what a fucking
God,
animal.
That's just like, get your eyes checked.
Yeah. Also, are you okay? Who does that?
Right.
Just IRL.
Yeah. Well, probably me. But these days, this is par for the course. Anyways, I'm paying $25 a ticket plus food plus drinks. Expensive. Expensive. Plus park. And well, it's Canadian, so it's like 30% off. Plus parking for a night out and a true theater experience. I'd like to enjoy it with what I think is an environment that all deserve. I can watch movies at home and get on my phone all I want for free. This is supposed to be different. Am I out of touch? Am I the asshole? Is this okay these days? And maybe that behavior is not okay, but am I the asshole for throwing a couple kernels of popcorn at someone? It was certainly effective.
I think you're both the asshole.
I mean, she's obviously the main asshole, but like you also started disturbing the whole theater, and reality is she was probably making less of a scene than you were by throwing the popcorn.
I think they were just upset and exacerbated because of the loudness during the credits or whatever, the previews, whatever he said.
Well, do we know if their phone volume was on? Because if so, then fuck this person.
They only mentioned this like screen brightness because he was only 2 rows behind her. And it was pissing him off. I think you're both the asshole. You shouldn't throw shit at other people. Ever.
You also don't, yeah.
But also, can you like fucking turn your brightness down? You're both idiots. I think you're both dumb. And this is only something that anyone would ever ask if they're the asshole about in Canada.
Accurate.
And then I'm going to stop myself from making a very dark joke about.
Oh, wow.
So moving on. Am I the asshole for making my sister pay me back for the shoes her dog pissed on? I, 27-year-old male, love sneakers. I collect a bunch. My favorite pair to wear right now are these Travis Scott.
I already don't like this guy, but keep going.
Reverse Mocha Jordan 1 lows, valued at over $1,000. I think they're about $1,500 now. Anyways, we had a family get together and we are an Asian household, so I take off my shoes and go upstairs when we are having a good time celebrating my older sister's birthday. When my wife and I go to leave, I put my shoe on and notice it's soaked and smells like piss. I come to realize that my older sister's dog pissed all over my shoe. Granted, somehow only one of them. I laughed in annoyance and said, well, now you got to pay me back for these shoes because he ruined them. She said that she would, but I told her how much they cost, and she immediately angrily scowled and said, no, that's ridiculous. I'm not giving you $1,000 when you could just clean your shoes. I said, okay, fine, then pay me back half so I can get them professionally cleaned or something. I want compensation for your dog pissing on my shoes. She continued to refuse and then started to say it was my fault for owning such expensive shoes, and then got extremely upset because it's my money and I should be allowed to buy whatever I want, and these are the shoes that I saved up for. My mom offered to give me $500, but I told my mom to keep it because it should come from my sister because it's her fault. Why do you care where the money's coming from? Get your bag. Just get your bag and get your shit cleaned.
Half the shit in here, it's all the principal.
That's true. All right. Here's where I may be the asshole. My sister did just have a baby, and I know how much of a financial burden babies are. However, she's refusing to take any blame now that she knows how expensive my shoes are, and honestly, that's what pisses me off more. So am I the asshole for asking my sister to pay me back for a pair of shoes that her dog pissed on? Edit. I didn't explain things properly because of the heat of the moment. LOL. My mistake. A lot of people thought I wanted $500 to cover cleaning plus punitive damages. I initially said, give me enough for a new pair. Then arguing, I said half so I can buy a pair. And finally at the end, I said, then just cover the cleaning price. The way I worded the initial post made it sound like I asked for a cleaning fee plus compensation. My mistake. I apologize to everyone. LOL. Although things have been resolved, she called me to apologize for not taking any responsibility, and I apologized for asking her to buy me a new pair initially, plus I knew she was pretty stressed out with the new baby. I should have been more understanding, and I wasn't. She said she was going to cover the cleaning fee now, so I just have to find a pro shoe cleaner and apologize for being kind of an asshole. LOL. Also, I buy shoes to wear shoes. LOL. I know they're expensive, but shoes are meant to be worn, so I shouldn't buy shoes to keep them as a trophy unless they are signed or something. But hey, might just be me.
I'm not a fan of the whole spending that much money on your sneakers thing, because sneakers are like athletic shoes, like, and I'm of the opinion like you buy shoes to wear them, like you take an implicit risk that something's going to happen to them every time you take them outside of the house. So you can't like sue a stranger for scuffing your $1,000 shoes. That was a risk you took by wearing them. So I think by the same coin, you can't blame your sister for the dog pissing on your shoes. It's hilarious. You deserved it. You shouldn't have spent $1,000 on a pair of fucking shoes. And if you did, you probably shouldn't have worn them to your sister's house. I don't know. But like the fact that you're like, she's got a new baby, and I get that that's expensive. If you can afford $1,000 pair of shoes, you should, in theory, be able to like afford another pair of $1,000 shoes to replace them. That's my take here.
Dog, these shoes are not $1,000.
Oh, did you look it up? Let's look them up.
They're cute though.
Travis Scott, what? Jordan 1?
Travis Scott Air Jordan 1 Low. The color is reverse mocha.
Whatever, dude. They're Nikes. They look just like all the other Nikes.
Yeah, they're like $200.
Go buy some more Nikes for $200 and like, yeah, no, this is dumb.
Like,
this guy's the asshole.
I'm not like a huge sneakerhead. Like, I like sneakers, and I've recently gotten more into like streetwear type outfits. But like the most I'll spend on a pair of fucking sneakers is like $200.
Dude, those black Nikes I wear to all my like gigs and stuff, fucking $20 at the rack. Why would you spend $1,000 on shoes? Like, shoes are one of the most guaranteed to get fucked up things you wear.
Yeah. That's why, like, I'm fortunate. I have little tiny stompers, and I can buy the kids' shoes. Big kids, like 5.5. I can get a brand new pair of Dunks for like $65.
But don't you agree that if you have the money to buy a $1,500 pair of shoes, you should, in theory, have the money to buy another pair?
Yeah, but this is
because otherwise, why are you spending that much money on your shoes? You probably shouldn't be.
That's correct. Like, so he's 27. I don't know what type of man this job has. LOL. What type of job this man has. But if you're like a big shoe collector, I'm assuming you have money. And
I hope so. Otherwise, what are you
doing? What are you doing, big dog? Come on, stop it.
I'm not saying you can't go buy stupid shit, but
listen,
got to be able to afford to replace your stupid shit.
Correct.
You can't just be like, I don't make enough money. I'm going to save all my money, spend it on something like shoes.
One pair of fucking reverse mochas.
And if I lose these shoes, well, shit, I'm broke. Like, what? Like,
all I had was these shoes.
Yeah.
This was my only possession in my life.
Also, you could get them cleaned. You could, like, literally all you'd have to do here, like literally just take a hose, wash them out entirely for a while. You can even use like
Miss
soap
Girl,
or something.
they're like suede and shit.
You can't get them wet?
Well, I don't think that's
There's ways to clean shoes. You could get these cleaned, and I don't think it would cost anywhere near $1,500.
Emmanuel Shoe Repair has 116 4.8 star reviews, and they've been in business for 10 years. Take them to Emmanuel.
Yeah, I wonder what they charge.
I'll leave it open.
Super responsible prices for the quality and skill. Also, friendly service.
Let's go, Emmanuel. Fuck it up. All right. It is your turn.
It is my turn. Okay. Am I the asshole for not wanting my partner to slow dance with someone else at a wedding? Maybe. Am I the asshole for not wanting my partner to slow dance with someone else at a wedding? My partner is a groomsman, and they have been told they will need to slow dance with their bridesmaid partner during the night. Okay, well, first of all, if it's like a part of the wedding and everyone's doing it, yeah, you're the asshole if you are upset by this. I don't feel comfortable with this. You're probably just jealous because she's cute. Oh, nothing to do with insecurity. Right. However, I think slow dancing is something intimate and special that you should only do with your loved ones. I mean, who said it's like a...
Yeah,
they're gonna be hand on their ass kind of slow dancing. It's like you can do like a little ballroom situation.
Yeah, your fucking parts aren't even touching, Miss Girl.
I don't feel comfortable with this. Oh wait, I already read that. I am good friends with both the bride and groom. However, I'm not a part of the bridal party. Loser. Don't expect to be either. I am also disappointed that the future bride didn't think of this.
How rude. She didn't think about my feelings on her wedding day? Me, the girlfriend of one of my future husband's groomsmen?
Edit. Didn't expect this to get as much attention as it did, but just to clarify a few things due to some comments I've seen.
Attention's almost
I'm
spelled
in
wrong.
no means giving my partner an ultimatum. We had a healthy chat about boundaries.
Healthy.
What we are comfy with. Comfy. Who says that in relation to their boundaries? I never said he couldn't slow dance, but I'd prefer that they didn't dance as slow. They didn't as slow dancing at a wedding isn't something I grew up with / hadn't heard of. By the way, I would definitely not leave my partner if he decided to slow dance with someone else. I understand, however, this is out of my partner and I's control, and I'd never ask anyone to change their wedding plans because it's their day.
There it is.
Another thing mentioned a lot, the dance will be choreographed. Exactly. It's like a fucking...
It's like Keensay
cutie
vibes.
thing. Yeah, cutesy thing. However, throughout the night, they have been encouraged to get up and slow dance with their bridesmaid partner only. Yeah, that is weird. Which I thought was weird. I still stick.
Only?
That's
Solamente?
super weird. Yeah. I mean, now that's weird. Okay, that's an important detail.
You can only dance with this man.
Yeah, that's
Anyone else?
weird.
Illegal.
How dare you
Illegal.
dance with your actual partner?
Or
I
friend.
still stick by my stance, being that I find it uncomfortable, as I still feel that slow dancing is super intimate and not necessary. However, if it is going ahead, we will try to see what we can do to make each other more comfortable. This person is the asshole here. I think, I don't know. I want more details on the rule around you can only slow dance with your bride's partner. That's sus. But like, I don't know, man. I mean, that is weird. If they were like, maybe they're not the asshole. Because if the bride is like, you can't dance with anyone but the person in a matching outfit. Like, that's pretty dumb. You should be able to dance
Can
with
you
whoever
at least
want.
like swap what?
No, probably not.
A
You have to dance with
groom's?
your assigned partner. That's stupid, for sure.
What if I want to switch it up? What if I want to dance with the tall guy?
You always want to dance with the tall guy.
So me. What are you going to do? All right. Am I the asshole for not wanting my partner's friends to join us for a drink? Hold on. Let me get a sip of water first. Water break.
Hydration is important.
Hydration. Chuggers. My girlfriend and I have been together for just under 3 years now. We had a table booked at a restaurant we both like, and then a couple of cocktail bars booked. The night was going really well, and we had a meal, and we were at our first cocktail bar. A group of my girlfriend's friends enter the bar, and they're already quite drunk, and they come over and offer us a drink. My girlfriend looks at me, and I politely decline. So they ask again and say, it's only a drink, and I just repeat what I already had said. I mentioned it's supposed to be a date, just the two of us. My girlfriend says that it can't hurt to have one drink with them, but I remind her it's supposed to be a date night for us. Okay, you're being an asshole. She says, she just says she doesn't see the problem with one drink, and I point out the likelihood that they wouldn't leave after one, and the night was supposed to be just for the two of us. Okay, that is fair. I suggest leaving after the one drink and going to the next bar. My girlfriend says she just wants to go home. We leave together, and she accuses me of ruining the date, but I disagree and point out that it was supposed to be our date, not a catch up with friends. She just repeated that I was wrong for not agreeing to have one drink with them. And I just said I didn't really want to sit there while my girlfriend catches up with her friends during our date. Am I the asshole for not wanting my girlfriend's friend to join us when we're on this date?
What do you think? So it's a little tricky, I'd say.
That's a tricky one, especially if they're coming in there like, oh my God, Carol.
Yeah, he might know.
And you're just like, ugh.
He might know these friends.
He might be like, these
Like,
fucking
oh
broads.
my God, these ones. You know, I don't know. I think
Jackie going through a divorce.
yeah. I mean, I don't know. I don't really think he's the asshole here. I think like if you are going out on a date, and let's go back to our last episode. You really value quality time.
I do.
And that was your quality time.
You
and
know,
maybe you really needed it, and now you're not getting it. So
okay. I'm picturing it. You and me, we're at a bar. We have decided it's just a mommy daddy date. And then fucking 5 of your boys walk in and they're all hammered because they just left a show. And you're like, come on, let's have a drink. I'd be like, fine. But it's gonna change the dynamic of the whole night.
yeah, but I feel like you would be the one that would be more excited to get the drink with them than I would. I'd be like, we're just hanging out. And what group of 5 boys do I have?
I don't know.
I don't have a group of 5 boys.
I don't know. It was just the hypothetical situation that came into my head.
Well, I need a realistic one. Let's see. You and Dan are on a date, and 3 of your girlfriends come in.
Dan would be like, sit down. Want me to make you some espresso teenies?
True. The man does love an act of service.
He loves an act of service, and he loves to gossip.
That's
This
so true.
wouldn't be a problem in my relationship
true.
because Dan loves...
He loves tea.
He loves tea, and he fucks with all my homies.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know. I think he has a valid reason to be a little upset here, but it sounds like he could have just kind of like sucked it up for a little bit.
I think
And like if 30 minutes go by, like if a long period of time, like one drink turns to 2 drinks and he's proven right, then he can go home and be like, hey, you know, I'm a little bit upset. You know, we were supposed to have a date night. This turned into something that I didn't expect, and I told you this would happen. But I don't think either of them had to be like, you ruined the night.
Yeah.
Just like vibe.
You should have just had the one drink, vibe it out, and then go to the next fucking cocktail bar.
Yeah,
it's
like
not
if you need to leave, just go
hard.
leave. But yeah, like why did she want to go home? Like that sounds like if they were having date night, like, you know. And if date night was getting interrupted, make an effort to make sure your partner feels seen and that you get the quality time that you need.
Exactly. Just communicate.
It's important.
Come on, y'all.
It's important.
It's important. All right, we have 4 more.
4 more?
And we're at 51 minutes.
Okay, so let's pick 2.
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to read this one and see what's happening because the title has intrigued me.
Okay. It's Would I Be the Asshole?
Oh, this header is for the other one. Got it. Okay. Would I be the asshole for asking my fiance to remove someone as a bridesmaid because of something she said while inebriated?
Let's find out. I'm nervous.
I'm nervous. Alcohol causes problems.
Historically.
Why is half of these are like drunk stories too? I'm lucky enough to be engaged to the woman of my dreams.
Let's go.
She's perfect in every way, and the wedding is currently scheduled for next June. Way to plan ahead. Right now, along with my fiance, I have... Is that really how you spell it, with 2 E's?
Mm-hmm.
I've been doing it wrong this whole
you're spelling
2.5 years.
Like finance.
Finance. LOL. Okay. I have a very close friend living with us. She was my roommate in college and basically my family. 5 months ago, she found out she was pregnant when she was told her entire life it was impossible for her to have kids.
Rainbow baby.
Congratulations. She was ecstatic, but her boyfriend, in case it comes up, he was also my roommate and basically family,
Yikes.
wasn't, and begged her to have an abortion. Oh my
God.
Basically, she thought she never have another chance, but they were absolutely not in any position to raise a kid at the moment. Difficult.
Sophie's choice.
Difficult. Their relationship got very strained, and she enjoyed... Jesus. Reading is fundamental, y'all. I'm going to try that sentence again. Their relationship got very strange.
Strained. And she ended up having a miscarriage.
I got this. Their relationship got very strained, and she ended up having a miscarriage. 1 week after, she found out her boyfriend was having an emotional affair with a coworker.
Oh, come on.
Can we reread that sentence? 1 week after she found out her boyfriend was having an emotional affair
with a coworker.
People have what's your hot take on an emotional affair?
Oh, they're worse.
But what qualifies as an emotional affair? Like you're saying things like, "Baby, I love you. We haven't fucked yet, but I feel so strongly about you."
No, it's like,
what is this emotional affair?
You understand me on a level that I've never been understood by before.
By anyone, even my partner.
Yeah, you see
That's
me.
pretty shitty.
And then you're texting them things like, "I miss you. I wish we were together right now."
Yeah, that's gross.
Like there's no one I'd rather just spend time with and just be alone with than you. Like if I saw that in Dan's phone, that would devastate me so much more than knowing like he fucked off and got really drunk and like fucked somebody randomly.
Yeah. No, okay. Got it.
Yeah,
got it.
like it's messy. Mm-hmm. So the fact that homegirl miscarried 1 week later, finds out her man's who was begging her to have an abortion,
disgusting,
was like,
well, sorry,
no,
you're all your own.
Not that, but the fact that
the combination of events here.
Yeah, it's the cocktail, if you will. It's becoming a bit Molotov, and
may I continue reading?
Yeah, please. Okay. Sorry.
They broke up, and she ended up also getting into a massive fight with her family. Obviously, I moved her into my place ASAP, and while she was definitely struggling for a while, I'm glad to say she seems to be slowly healing. A few nights ago, my fiance had some of her friends over, all of which are bridesmaids. My friend joined them, and all of them ended up getting pretty drunk. My fiance falls asleep pretty fast when she's drunk, so I carried her up to our room and tucked her in so I could take care of everyone else.
Oh, what a
Cute.
mensch.
I wish I could get carried up to my room. My friend at that point had started drinking really heavily and looked kind of sick. So I walked her up to the bathroom and held her hair for about 20 minutes while she puked.
Oh, this is a girl's girl.
When I figured she had enough out of her system, I left her to go check on the other girls and get them home. I was walking down the steps and heard one of her friends make a comment about me helping my friend because I wanted to get in her pants.
Whoa.
Ew. The other girls around her on the stairway, trembling in anger. I managed to calm down temporarily, come down and send them all home in Ubers. I had offered to drive them before, but honestly, I felt so angry I did not want to be in that position. So
Smart man.
Girlfriend's asleep. She doesn't get to witness this.
Mm-hmm.
And it's her friend that's like accusing her fiance of helping a sick friend with the intent of getting in her pants. That's pretty messed up.
That is fucked.
That's foul. 3 days later, and I'm still angry. I genuinely don't ever want to be in the same room as this woman ever again, let alone have her 8 feet away as I say my vows.
So real.
I haven't told my fiance any of this yet, but I was planning to do so tomorrow, as well as request her friend at least be removed from having a role, if not flat out be uninvited to the wedding. So I would be the asshole for asking to remove. Would I be the asshole for asking to remove her for something she said when she was drunk? Edit. Quite a few comments on this now. I want to address a few points. First, I love that they go back and edit after people rail them. First, my fiance and her friends do not, quote, have problems with alcohol. My girl is a lightweight and none of her friends were blackout drunk or anything that far. The only person who puked was my friend. Passing out because you drank too much and falling asleep after having a couple drinks are two entirely different things. Okay.
True.
I really got to spell it out here because this is getting fucking ridiculous. Every girl not living in my house had 3 to 4 drinks that night. Enough that none of them were getting behind the wheel, but not enough that they were all massively hammered and completely out of control. My fiance had maybe 3 drinks and fell asleep 30 minutes later. It's kind of funny.
Yeah, she's
Not
precious
passed
girl.
out, not blacked out, just fell asleep. My friend was the only one who drank heavily, easily the equivalent of 6, maybe a couple more at most.
Well, clearly she needed them. She's been through it.
At absolutely no... Oh, that's right. The friend who is sick had the whole thing with her.
Yeah, she miscarried.
Yeah. At absolutely no point have I ever indicated I was going to take action or demand. My particular wording was request above, not demand. People in their writing. At absolutely no point have I ever indicated that I was going to take action or demand. My particular wording was request above, not demand. Before talking to my fiance about the whole story and the issue, I now intend to talk to the bridesmaid as well before I request anything.
Fair.
Yes, I think that's a great idea. I think it's really important when you get into confusing situations like that where people say and do things when they're drunk that you address them right away.
Right away.
Right away.
Right away.
You know, see what actually happened. I understand I'm being a little overly sensitive. The reality is this whole situation has been harsh and shitty for everyone involved. In particular, I know I've been very defensive of my friend given her current situation with her family, and it is entirely possible some of this anger towards the bridesmaid was redirected from things my friend's sisters have said and done to her in recent history. All this being said, there is absolutely positively nothing more between me and my friend besides a deeply platonic relationship. I do not have romantic or sexual attraction to my friend at all, nor am I, quote, insecure about society telling me I can't have women friends without wanting to sleep with them. I'm just worried about my friend who's still in a pretty bad place and feel like very insulated someone would insinuate.
Feel like very insulted.
I'm just worried about my friend who is still in a pretty bad place and feel very insulted. Someone would insinuate I would be taking advantage of her in such a state.
Yeah, that's so yuck.
Finally, she has not been living with us for 5 months. She found out she was pregnant 5 months ago. Her miscarriage happened approximately 2 months, and she moved into my place about 2 weeks after that. So the question was,
would I be the asshole?
Would I be the asshole? I think you wouldn't necessarily be the asshole, but I do think you should probably address it with the person who said it and say, hey, like, why would you say something like that? That's really
Hurtful.
messed up, that's hurtful, that's this, that's that, and give them a chance to say anything, give them a chance to at least say, yo, I thought about that and I feel sick. You're right, that was fucked. I was a little tipsy. Like, I should never have said anything like that. I mean, at least give them that opportunity. And then if they kind of double down and say, like, I don't know, you looked like you were up to no good there. Like, then you can be like,
then eviscerate her.
Hey, wifey, like, your friend has accused me of, trying to, sexually assault somebody who was incapacitated when I was just trying to help them out. So, yeah, that's definitely worth talking. I think the bride would want to know that. And, yeah. So.
Awful.
I would say you're not the asshole.
You are not
but
the
I
asshole.
would recommend at least addressing it with that person first. See what their response is and go from there.
Yes, I agree. Let's end this with a little bit of levity. Am I the asshole for demanding a friend apologize for saying my grandpa looks like Hitler in a photo?
Jesus.
Out of nowhere, a very close friend to me said in a cafe, I saw a photo that you posted on social media the other day. I was so confused. At first, I thought you had posted a photo of Hitler. After clarification, she continued to say he really looks like Hitler and not in a hushed voice at all. And now this is a 50-something-year-old woman with close relations to Israel and Judaism spelled incorrectly, so definitely not a Nazi herself, but also a very, very close friend. So I gently said, hey, that's not cool. Also, my grandpa suffered enormously from the Nazis, but she was on a roll and added for the third time, but really, it's impressive how much he looks like Hitler. Now, I won't post photos because it isn't about whether it's true or not. Also, no, my grandpa had fair hair with a round face, so goodness knows what crossed her mind. But this is about me being incredibly angry and hurt. And after a month of silence, I asked her to first apologize for the comparison before we'd resume talking. I received a rambling message a week later with zero allusion to any apology and some "I'm very angry and don't understand" messages. Am I the asshole for asking for an apology for alluding of a physical resemblance between a family member and Adolf Hitler before trying to be friends again?
I mean, I think objectively, if he had the stash, then you kind of have to laugh at that one.
Right.
Like, no one should have that stash.
No,
so, like,
I would like to see a photo before.
I do. I don't know. It goes both ways on this one.
Yeah.
I feel like if Monday Morning said this to me, I would just laugh.
Right.
Like, it kind of depends who it's coming from.
Right. Like, who is delivering the joke? We don't know.
I don't know. I could also see getting pretty pissed off about this if it was me.
Yeah, like imagine
Like, how dare you?
You posted some,
especially if they were a Holocaust survivor. I think that'd be pretty messed up.
Yeah.
So.
Be like, oh my God, David, your great-great-grandpa looks just like Hitler. Isn't that crazy? I'm going to keep saying it. Hitler, Hitler, Hitler. Like, I'm sure you'd be like, I'm going to fucking end you.
Yeah. Well, I think you'd have to be like, don't you think your grandpa kind of looks like...
you gotta be more casual about it.
And then they'd be like, don't say it.
You're like, don't say it.
We're all thinking it, but don't
say it.
I think it's one of those. We can all think it. Don't say it.
Don't say it.
Don't say it. All right. Well, is that
that brings us to the end today.
God. I hate the end.
But thank you all for joining us.
To it.
And if you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe and leave a review. And you can check out all episodes and shop merch at thecocoshow.com. Until next time, stay curious and keep connecting. And we will see you next Tuesday. Bye.